Welcome to Scary Stories, where we delve deep into the darkest corners of the human psyche to bring you tales that will chill you to the bone. Tonight's story is one that will have you checking your backseat every time you get in your car. Picture this. You're driving alone on a dark and deserted road. The only sound the hum of the engine and the pounding of your heart. Suddenly, a car pulls up behind you, tailgating you and flashing its high beams. You try to speed up, but the other driver won't let you escape. And then, when you finally make it home, you realize that you weren't being chased by a reckless driver, but a killer who was hiding in your backseat all along. This terrifying urban legend has been circulating for decades, and tonight we're going to explore the origins and variations of the tale. But be warned, once you hear this story, you may never feel safe behind the wheel again. So buckle up and get ready for a ride you won't soon forget. And don't forget to check your backseat before you hit the road. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on all of our scary stories. And now, without further ado, let's begin. The tale is one of terror, one that makes the blood run cold. A woman driving alone on a dark and winding road, with only the sound of her own breathing and the hum of the engine for company. But she is not alone. There is a car or a truck following her, its headlights flashing like the eyes of a predator in the night. As she drives on, the mysterious vehicle draws closer, its driver tailgating her, trying to force her off the road. And then the unthinkable happens. The other driver rams her car, sending her careening off the road and into a ditch. But this is only the beginning of her nightmare. When she finally makes it home, she realizes that the other driver was trying to warn her of something far more sinister than a reckless driver. There was a man, a murderer or an escaped mental patient, hiding in her back seat all along. And every time the killer tried to strike, the other driver used his high beams to scare him off. But the horror doesn't end there. In some versions of the story, the woman stops for gas, only to be told by the attendant that there is a man in her back seat. In another, she sees a doll on the road and stops, only for the man to get in the car with her. And then there is the most terrifying version of all. The woman is driving when a crazed person jumps out of nowhere, shouting gibberish and slamming their hands on the car. She manages to escape, but no matter where she drives, the same person appears and attacks her car. When she finally goes to the police for help, they discover the killer hiding behind the driver's seat. But the real horror is yet to come. The crazed person chasing her was the ghost of one of the killer's victims, trying to warn her of the danger ahead. This terrifying tale has been around since at least the late 1960s and gained even more notoriety after appearing in a letter to advice columnist Ann Landers in 1982. Some have speculated, including the founder of Snopes, David Mickelson, that the legend may have been inspired by a real-life case in 1964, where an escaped murderer hid in the back seat of a car and was shot by the car's owner, a police detective. Folklorist Jan Harold Brunvand has also noted other similar, albeit not identical, cases that add to the chilling lore of this urban legend. This bone-chilling tale is often told with a moral lesson, as the woman assumes that the attendant is the one who wants to cause her harm, due to his intimidating appearance as a lumberjack, trucker, or scary-looking man. Little does she know that he is the very person who ends up saving her life. The story serves as a haunting reminder to not judge a book by its cover and to trust your instincts, as danger can often lurk in the most unexpected places. Thanks for joining us on Scary Stories, where we explore the most terrifying tales from around the world. We hope you enjoyed tonight's chilling story of the killer in the backseat. Remember to always be cautious when driving alone and never let your guard down. The danger could be closer than you think. If you want to hear more spine-tingling tales, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on all our latest uploads. And if you have a scary story you'd like to share, please leave it in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks again for tuning in, and until next time, keep your doors locked and your lights on.